boy in the rumpled shorts and shirt did not know he was being watched as he entered room 215 of the Mountain View Inn. Neither did his mother and father, who both looked hot and tired. They had come from Ohio and for 5 days had driven across plains and deserts and over mountains to the old hotel in the California foothills 25 miles from Highway 40. The fourth person entering room 215 may have known he was being watched, but he did not care. He was Matt, at least 60 years old, who at the moment was the bellboy.
Here you go, Mr. Grizzly. 215 and 216. I suppose you and the missus would like room 216 next door. 2 beds, corner lights, private bath.
I think we should head back to the main highway. Oh, there must be a motel with a vacancy sign someplace. We didn't look long enough.
Not another minute. Not another minute on that California highway. It's a holiday weekend. Did you see the way that guy was forcing me off the road?
Dad, did you hear those 2 motorcycles?
Oh, but this place is so old. And we have only 3 weeks for our whole trip. We had planned on spending the 4th of July weekend in San Francisco, and we wanted to show Keith as much of the United States as we could.
San Francisco will have to wait. Besides, this is a part of the United States. This is a very fashionable hotel. People used to come from miles around.
50 years ago, and they came by horse and buggy.
The dining room opens up at 6:30. Ping pong in the game room, croquet on the lawn, and a TV in the lounge. I think you'll be most comfortable here.
Matt, who had seen guests come and go for many years, knew there were 2 kinds. Those who thought the hotel was a dreadful old barn of a place, and those who thought it charming and quaint, so quiet and restful.
Of course we'll be comfortable.
But this place is so spooky, and it's probably full of mice.
Mice? Oh my, no mice here. No mice here. Management wouldn't have that, ma'am. I hope there's some mice.
Keith looked around the room at the high ceiling, the knot pine walls, the carpet so threadbare that many of its roses had almost entirely faded.
I get a whole room to myself. I love it here. Usually I just have a cot in the corner.
I'm sorry. It's just the drive across Nevada was so hot. We're not used to mountain driving. The traffic was bumper to bumper. I'm sure we'll be very comfortable.
I'm sure you will. Not.
I need to get some rest before dinner. 400 miles, highway driving, in this heat. Oh.
If we're gonna stay for the weekend, I probably should unpack. Oh, I'll get a chance to do some trip drying.
Keith is left alone in room 215, unaware that he is being watched. Keith begins to explore.
Wow, that smells like the woods from home. Nothing there.
Keith, time to get washed for dinner.
Okay.
Keith parked his motorcycle on the bedside table beside the telephone. The first thing Mrs. Gridley noticed when she and Mr. Gridley came into the room was the apple core on the table. She dropped it with a thunk into the metal wastebasket beside the table.
I don't care what that manager says. I'm sure this place is full of mice.
I hope so.
A hungry young mouse named Ralph eagerly watched everything that went on in room 215. The pub-bubba sound the boy made as he raced the motorcycle across the bed made Ralph eager, curious, and impatient all at once. The instant the family left the room to go to dinner, Ralph scurried out of the mouse hole and across the carpet to the telephone cord.
Ralph, you stay away from that telephone cord!
Ralph, who was used to his mother's worries, got a good running start and was already halfway up the telephone cord.
Remember your Uncle Victor!
Ralph seemed not to hear. He climbed the cord up to the telephone, jumped down, and ran over to the motorcycle.
Oh, Ralph! You're so reckless!
The motorcycle looked even better than he expected. It was new and shiny.
Boy, oh boy, this is a beauty. Look at the license plate. This is the real thing. Yes, this motorcycle is a good machine, all right. I wonder how you start it. Maybe I could push it onto the floor. No, better not. I might damage this valuable machine. Oh dear, maybe this is only a toy. Action! Action! I've got to make this machine go!
Ralph tried pushing himself along with his feet. This was not nearly fast enough, but it was better than nothing. He moved his feet faster along the tabletop and then lifted them up while he coasted. Feeling braver, he bent low over the handlebars and worked his feet still faster toward the edge of the bedside table. When he worked up a little speed, he planned to coast around the corner. He scrabbled his feet on the tabletop to gain momentum. In a split second, he would steer to the left. The momentum of the motorcycle carries him forward, over the edge of the table, and down through space tumbles Ralph with the motorcycle. He tried to straighten it out to turn the fall into a leap, but the motorcycle got in his way. He grabbed in vain at the air with both paws. There was nothing to clutch, nothing to save him. In an instant, the motorcycle landed with a crash in the metal wastebasket, and Ralph fell in a heap beside the motorcycle and lay still. You will have to take your book home and read on to find out what happens to Ralph and the motorcycle.